Hello, everyone. I'm Justine, and this is State of Grace Tarot. And today is day 13 of my 31 Days of Tarot challenge, where every day I am doing a reading for someone in this Ultimate Tarot Practice Question book and hoping to get better at reading the tarot in general. So, since today is Monday, that means it's the start of a new week. So, that means it's the start of a new spread. And the one I'm going with for this week is the 9 card portrait or box spread, which is pretty good for general readings or themes in general. I'm not sure I'm hoping that it'll be good for some actual questions and real questions and answers. It's not a spread that has set positions really, so it's more of an intuitive spread. There are some. Let me bring this back. There are some positions. We have the center, and we have what's on your conscious mind, the present situation, your unconscious mind, or the columns can be your past, your present, your future. But really it's more of a spread that you use your intuition rather than saying it's answering specific questions in the spread about the situation. So I think it'll be a good exercise, and I know it doesn't quite fit with the rules I outlined for myself at the very beginning, but we're all about being fluid here and learning, and this is the spread that feels right for the week, so that's what we're going to go with. So, um, first, I want to start off by picking my random question. So let's see. We'll go with this one. Carson says, my girlfriend and I were hanging out at my place, eating takeout and watching a movie. Suddenly, she tells me that she thinks we should move in together. I said, okay, without really thinking. Now I'm worried that now I'm worried and having second thoughts. What would be the outcome if we moved in together? So, this one's kind of like a look ahead reading, and I think, maybe it's better to reframe it and see how Carson feels about the situation and what energies is he bringing, and you know he's having second thoughts. So what can he bring to the situation in order to better understand like what he wants out of the relationship? Does he want to move in together? um, why doesn't he want to move in together? What are his reservations? Kind of let's see, maybe helping tease that out. And maybe we can play with what would be the outcome if they moved in together. So I think first I want to, draw an oracle card. And I don't know if this is maybe the best oracle for this question, but it's the one I have out, and I also kind of feel like it's January, it's cold, and I want a little bit of nature energy while I am stuck inside this house. So, what energy do we have going on today? The raccoon and sycamore, curiosity. The raccoon and sycamore calls us to explore a thrilling new interest, idea, or opportunity. Raccoons are intelligent creatures, dexterous and eager. Often likened to bandits due to the mask-like markings around their eyes, they are quite lovable rascals, rarely seeking to cause harm. Like the raccoon, the sycamore tree is associated with a desire to learn and know. In the Bible, a man named Zacchaeus, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, he climbs a sycamore tree to get a better view of Jesus as he passes through the town of Jericho. Jesus rewards the man's curiosity by visiting his home. Upright. You are well equipped to explore uncharted territories. Climb high into the trees of your interest, bounding from branch to branch. Now is an auspicious time to discover new truths about yourself and your abilities. Now, the question here is, what new hobbies or interests do you want to explore? But, what's calling out to me is you're well equipped to explore uncharted territories. So maybe Carson is, a little afraid of commitment and he needs to, be a little bit more curious and open. So I think, it's a good energy of being open, being curious, kind of let's get a peek at the other side. Maybe he wants to know that he really like that it's the right decision to move in. He wants to get a peek around the corner, which is obviously what his question was for. So let's go ahead and do a draw. That did not work at all. Some days we win some days we lose some. So what does Carson need to know about the relationship with his girlfriend? We have Temperance. We have the High Priestess. We have the Ace of Swords. We have this over here. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Cups. All right, so just looking at general themes and things that stand out to me, we have a couple of major arcana cards up in the top row, Temperance and the High Priestess. To me, Temperance is about alchemy and the bringing together of two maybe opposite things or things that feel a little at odds with each other. But to me, this is such a positive card. I love the Temperance card. I love the artwork in it and the angels so peacefully, working with these two opposing elements and, really making some beautiful magic happen. You have the sun in the background rising above the mountains. And it feels, a lot of threshold energy with one foot in the water and one foot on land. I just feel like it's a really beautiful card. And then the High Priestess, also a card of someone sitting on a threshold, and she's very deep and talks to the unconscious mind a little bit. And we have water, which deals with the emotions. So maybe there's some energy that Carson's either avoiding or not really able to tap into a little bit. um, and then we also have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And it's very um oh my gosh, my mind just went blank, you all. The swords are about communication and logic, and maybe there's not enough communication, or maybe he was surprised. He was definitely surprised by his girlfriend telling him that they want to move in together. And then in the center rows we have 3 pentacles. And we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is about legacy and money and coming together as a family. And tens are about like wholeness and completion. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is about building a home and caring and being really um, really loving, but also someone who has business sense and can help take care of things, like businesses, take care of the home financially, maybe. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is about community and learning and some growth there. And then down here at the bottom we have 2 cups, the 10 of Cups, the happy ending card, and the 3 of Cups, which is about celebration and coming together and building relationships. So the reading feels pretty positive in general. So if we look up at the first row, we have Temperance, the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords. And to me, there's a need to communicate in order for them to be able to build a life together. They need to maybe cut through some of this unspoken and unconscious energy. They need to get to the heart of the matter and really build a strong relationship. It shouldn't have come out of the blue that his girlfriend wanted to move in together. Like, he maybe should have known that. So maybe there's not really having great conversations. In this middle row, it's all about the present situation. And there's a lot of pentacle energy, which makes me feel like maybe part of Carson's holdup or reluctance has to do with something that's money related. Maybe he feels like it's a bad decision, or like that there's some constraint about the money. Like, maybe is she good with money, or are they going to have trouble here? But I really think, if I skip to looking at the columns, this left column over here is Temperance. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. And so there's 2 10s. It really feels like if they're able to communicate and come together, that they will be able to live a very full and fulfilling life together. That's what this feels like over here. Now, looking at the third row, we have the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Cups. And the Queen of Swords is kind of, I don't know, beckoning to these three women and the Three of Cups. And so, maybe it's, I don't know. She kind of is like, is she telling them to dance, or is she holding up an example of, here's what we want? So maybe there's a third person in Carson's life and that's why he's hesitating. I don't know. There's something, it feels like there's something there. Um, Maybe he feels like if they move in together, that he'll have to give up his friends. But really, that it doesn't feel like that is what is going to happen. Not to me, at least. I mean, she does have her back to the happy ending card. So maybe it's, if you don't have a clear picture of what you want in your life, like, you could potentially lose your happy ending. Maybe you'll always be going in this dance around in circles of emotions. If you're not going to commit to somebody, maybe there's going to be a revolving door of girlfriends and emotions, and you're never really going to be going to have a happy and fulfilling life. Not that you should settle, like, know what you want, but I think diving deep into your emotions and thoughts and trying to pull some of that up out of you, and really thinking about what you do want. Do you want somebody who can take care of the home? Maybe you need to come to an agreement, or have a discussion. So, I mean, looking at seeing if there's anything else that really stands out to me. There's a lot of pentacles, some cups, some swords. There's not a lot of fire here. I mean, there's some fire and temperance, yes, but not a lot of these cards. There's not a lot of passion. So I would wonder, is Carson's not worried about the passion in their relationship? It seems like his hangups are about money and maybe a little bit of emotions. And so I think Carson needs to, communicate with his girlfriend and maybe come up with a budget and lay out what his concerns are as far as building a happy, healthy home that can sustain itself. Maybe they need to go and build a budget together. So yeah, I think, that's the message for today, that there is the potential for them to have a great life as long as they communicate and they're on the same page. Let me know your thoughts and what you get out of this reading and these cards. What do you think these cards are trying to tell us about Carson's situation? Thank you all so much for joining me today on this Monday. I enjoyed this 9-card spread, and I look forward to working with this a little bit more and getting comfortable with this spread layout. And I will see you all again tomorrow.